Hello and welcome. Today we'll get started laying on our mats. So we'll meet laying down on the spine. And from here, just take a moment to settle in and make yourself as comfortable as possible. Close your eyes or soft gaze towards your nose. And bring your awareness to your breath. Feel the soft rise of your belly with each inhale. And gentle fall with each exhale. Let go of anything that's come before this and anything that will come after this, and allow yourself to just be here, fully present. The theme of today's practice is raga, which is Sanskrit for attachment. So we start our practice in a place of ease. Notice your attachment is already here. Are you eager to move or eager to stay? How are these subtle attachments already swaying your experience? Create the intention of question, attachment throughout practice. If you notice your mind wandering, gently draw your knees in towards your chest and just take a moment to rock back and forth to focus on massaging the spine. Slowly float your feet down onto your mat and extend your right leg long up towards the ceiling. Interlace your fingers right behind your right thigh and really focus on pressing your right heel up towards the ceiling. Create some resistance with the arms and explore here. Maybe you walk your way up to your calf. Maybe you extend your left leg long and actively press your left heel down into the floor, focusing on squeezing inner thighs. Explore here and see what variation feels best for you. Mindfully draw your left foot back down onto your mat, bend your left knee, and draw your right ankle to cross right over your left knee, coming to a figure four with your legs. Interlace your fingers right behind your left thigh, flex both feet, and you can stay here. Or again, maybe work your way up and you can grab a hold of your calf. Maybe you rock back and forth on your spine and just take a moment to notice what you're holding on to here. What maybe you can let go of. Extend your right arm out past your shoulder and mindfully fold your feet over to the left side, grounding down through foot and knee. Draw your gaze past your right fingertips. From here, you can draw your knee closer to your belly or maybe farther away to open your hip. And just stay here. 3 more deep belly breaths. Gently make your way back towards center and uncross the knees. Hug your knees back in towards your chest. Rocking back and forth, just resetting for the other side. Ground down through your right foot and extend your left leg long up towards the sky. Actively press your left heel up towards the ceiling. Maybe you extend your right leg long and you actively press your right heel down into the floor. Keep squeezing inner thighs, internally rotating your thighs towards your center line, allowing each exhale to melt away any tension. Place your right foot back down onto the mat and draw your left ankle right over your right knee, coming to a figure four with your legs. Interlace your fingers behind your right thigh, flex both feet, and maybe you rock back and forth. Keeping in mind, the closer you draw your right knee towards your belly, the deeper the stretch in your outer left hip. Try to breathe into this. Let go of any tension. Actively draw your left knee away from your body to focus on creating a little more expansion in the hips. Extend your left arm out long past your shoulder and fold your legs over to the right side, grounding down through your foot. Maybe explore again, either pushing your knee away from your body or maybe hugging it in towards your belly, What does your body need today, and where do you feel this in your body? Mindfully come all the way back towards center and uncross the legs and hug your knees back in towards your chest one more time, just resetting. And from here, place your hands right behind your thighs and rock yourself up, and we'll meet in a boat pose. Maybe you rock back and forth a few times, just exploring, and then we'll meet back in a boat pose whenever you're content. From boat pose, focus on broadening your collarbones across your chest. Maybe you extend your legs long, keep your core active wherever you may be. Focus on your breath. Maybe you even lean back a few inches, stay with the breath. Cross the ankles and roll to a tabletop position, or however you choose to get there, meeting with knees stacking under hips, wrists under shoulders. And we'll begin with cat-cows, inhaling, arching the spine, gazing up, opening the chest. Exhaling, rounding the spine, drawing chin to chest, pressing away. Inhale, arch the spine, tilt the tailbone out. Exhale, round the spine, tailbone tucks in. Inhaling, arching, squeezing shoulder blades. Exhaling, rounding, pressing away with palms, knees, and shins. Separate the knees wide, press the hips back, meet me in child's pose. Maybe shift the hips back and forth, just noticing if you're holding on to any tension in the hips. Gently take your hands over to the left side of your mat and really focus on elongating your right arm. Maybe you bend your left arm in just to focus the stretch on the whole right side of the torso. Slowly make your way all the way back and take your hands over to the opposite side, really focusing on drawing your left arm long, sending your left hip point back, creating a little more space in your rib cage. Come all the way back to center and we'll meet back in a tabletop position. Make sure knees are stacking under hips and mindfully walk your arms out long in front of you, about shoulders distance. Melt your chest down towards the floor, extended puppy pose. Focus on breathing into the belly and internally rotating your armpits so that they face each other. Walk your way back to a tabletop position and really focus on grounding down through your left palm. Extend your left leg long back behind you and just focus on shifting your weight back and forth, engaging your core. And when you feel ready, hover your left leg long, point your toes, and reach your right arm long in front of you, palm faces in, bicep is in line with ear. Inhale and bend, elbow, knee touch. Exhale, extend and reach. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Try to keep the spine neutral. Go with your breath, just a couple more. Meet me back with everything extended long and flip your palm so thumb faces down, palm faces out. Bend your back knee and reach and grab the inside of your back foot. Actively press your foot into your hand, keep kicking. Focus your gaze, tiger's pose. And slowly release and extend and float back down to a tabletop pose, setting up for the other side. Extend your right leg long, shift back and forth. Ground down through your right palm, and then once you feel ready, hover your leg long back behind you, and extend your left arm in front of you, palm faces in, and stay with your breath. Engage the core, inhale, bend, exhale, extend and reach. Inhale, bend and round, exhale, extend and reach. Go with your breath at your pace. A couple more. Meeting me back with everything extended long. Flip your left palm to face out. Bend your right knee and grab the inside of your back foot, tiger's pose. Keep kicking your foot into your hand, lift higher, keep your hips square. Breathe and release. Float back down to a tabletop pose. Inhale, arch the spine, gaze up towards the sky, squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale, round the spine, draw chin to chest, press away. Inhale, arch the spine, actively press the palms down towards your knees. Exhale, round your spine, round your shoulder blades across your back. And if you'd like to add any movements that feel good, maybe tuck your toes behind you, or maybe you incorporate some hip circles. Take whatever your body may be craving today and just release what this may look like. Tune in to what this feels like. Maybe take your circles in one direction and then reverse directions, just focusing on getting rid of any stagnant energy that's trapped in the body, linking movement with breath. And from here, we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Send your hips to the sky. Take a moment to pedal left and right, taking your dog for a walk, shifting hips, maybe taking a couple yeses and a couple nos to release any resistance in the neck. Separate your feet about hips distance or so, body is in a V. And gently come up onto the tiptoes and tiptoe your feet all the way to meet your hands at the front of the mat, coming to a forward fold. Add a gentle bend to the knees and let everything hang heavy. Grab opposite elbows and ragdoll your body left and right, hinging at your hips, letting all of the tension melt away from the lumbar spine. Maybe incorporating some yeses and nos again with the head. Relax the arms down. Take a deep inhale in and halfway lift. Spine is straight, gaze is forwards. And exhale, forward fold, let everything go. Generous bend in the knees and slowly rise all the way up, vertebra by vertebra. Head is the last to rise. Inhale in, arms rise, palms touch, and hook your thumbs together. Create a bind with the hands. And exhale, draw your arms behind your back and interlace your fingers. Squeeze your palms together, extend your elbows long. Deep breath in, open the chest. And deep breath out, draw your legs about mat's distance. And forward fold, draw your wrists towards the front of the mat or up towards the sky. Keep squeezing palms together, and maybe you find movement here and you sway side to side, hinging at your hips. Release the arms down, let everything hang heavy. Take a deep inhale in, halfway lift, spine straight. And exhale, forward fold, let it go. Rise all the way up, vertebra by vertebra. Inhale in, arms rise, palms touch. Take a slight back bend, shift your hips forwards, lift chest to sky. And exhale, come back to center and swan dive your arms down, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step or hop your feet back, plank pose, lower down. Inhale, press up to cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale. Tuck your toes, send your hips all the way back, downward facing dog. Draw your gaze towards your hands and tiptoe your feet all the way back to the front of the mat. Take a deep inhale in, halfway lift, and exhale, folds. Inhale, rise all the way up, feel every part of the spine stack over your hips. Inhale in, arms rise. And exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or hop the feet back, lower down. Inhale, press up, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale in and right leg rises all the way up towards the sky, dog split. Bend your knees, stack your hips, and maybe stay here, or if you'd like to take wild thing, drop the leg down back behind you and lift your right arm up towards the sky. Open the chest. Come all the way back through, dog split, right leg rises. Draw your right knee in towards your chest and extend your right leg long in front of you. Activate your inner thigh, press up high through your right shoulder, fallen star. Keep breathing and come all the way back through, dog split. Right knee draws in towards the chest. Plant the foot in between the hands, knee stacking over ankle. Inhale, arms rise all the way up towards the sky, crescent pose. Square the hips towards the front wall. Exhale, frame the front foot and step your right foot back to meet your left in a downward dog. Inhale, shift your weight forwards, plank pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Left leg rises, bend the knee, stack the hip. Maybe stay here, or maybe take a wild thing, drop the leg behind you. Lift your left arm up to the sky, open the chest. Flip your dog, send left leg back, and then step left knee back into the chest, kick your leg forwards, engage the inner thigh, stay here. Fallen star. Ground down through the palms, send left leg back, inhale. And on your exhale, draw knee to chest, plant the foot in between the hands. Inhale, arms rise, crescent pose, square your hips. And exhale, frame the foot, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forwards, plank pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll through to a plank pose and gaze towards the front edge of your mat. Lower down, knees, chest, chin, all the way down onto the belly. And walk your arms out a couple inches away from your mat. Ground down through the fingertips, elbows facing the sky. Inhale, rise, open the chest. And exhale, slowly melt all the way down, oscillating cobra. Inhale, rise and extend, gaze up. Exhale, slowly lower all the way back down, uncoil the spine. Inhale, coil all the way back up, take it slow, vertebra by vertebra. And exhale, melt all the way back down, let it go. Ground down through the palms, elbows in towards the rib cage. Tuck the toes, bend the knees, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale in, right leg rises. And square your hips, bend your knee, draw your knee in towards your chest. Hold. And plant your foot right in between your hands. Setting up for warrior two, pivot the back heel down, lengthen the arms out to a T, and gaze past your right front fingers. Sink your hips low, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, reach your arms, extend your front leg. Exhale, bend, warrior two. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink low. Warrior two. Take a deep breath in and reach your body forwards. Flip your front palm up and press your arm back. Bend back towards the back wall, peaceful warrior. Maybe your left arm slides down your thigh or it binds behind your back. Keep pivoting your chest to the sky and come all the way back through. Or draw your right arm forwards, reach forwards and draw right forearm on top of right thigh. Guitar strum your left arm so bicep is in line with ear. Gaze up, pivot your chest to the sky, deep stretch in the whole left side. Make your way all the way back through to warrior two and draw your gaze towards your front toes. Extend your front leg long until you reach your right arm to the inside of your right ankle. Left arm rises to the sky. Draw your left hip point back, right hip point draws forward, shoulders are stacking. Stay here, breathe. Gaze towards your toes, bend your front knee and come all the way back through warrior two. Now energetically press your feet down and try to rip your mat apart with both of your feet, creating a little resistance here. Gently cartwheel your arms all the way down to frame your front foot and step your right foot back to meet your left. Lower down. Inhale, press up, open your chest, back bend. And tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises, and on your exhale, draw your knee in towards your chest and plant your foot right in between your hands, knees stacking over ankle, and rise all the way back, warrior two. Sink your hips low, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, reach your arms, extend your front leg. Exhale, bend, warrior two. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink low. Warrior two. Take a deep breath in and reach your body forwards. Flip your front palm up and press your arm back. Bend back towards the back wall, peaceful warrior. Pivot your heart towards the sky. Generous bend in your front knee. Come all the way back, warrior two. Inhale, reach forwards and draw your left forearm on top of your left thigh and guitar strum your right arm in line with your ear. Deep stretch all the way through the right side of your body, fingertips to the right edge of your foot. And you create a little more space in your rib cage. And come all the way back through, warrior two. Extend your front leg long and reach for the inside of your ankle. Right arm rises up towards the sky, gazes towards your toes, and draw your left hip point forwards, right hip point back. Shoulders are stacking. Envision there's an imaginary wall behind you, supporting you. Gaze towards your toes, bend your front knee, come all the way back, warrior two. Energetically pull your mat apart with your feet, creating that resistance, firing up the glutes, firing up your inner thighs. Stay here. Release the resistance. Cartwheel your arms to frame your left foot. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Lower down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up, cobra or up dog. Tuck your toes and slowly send your hips up and back, meeting me in downward facing dog. Take your time getting there. Making your way into the standing sequence now. Lift your right leg long up towards the sky, three-legged dog, and draw your knee in towards your chest. Plant your foot right in between your hands, right knee stacking over ankle, left heel is lifted. Inhale, rise all the way up, crescent pose, square your hips. Focus your gaze at Drishti, a spot that doesn't move a couple feet in front of you. On your next breath in, send your left leg long back behind you so the crown of your head is in line with your left heel. Maybe your fingertips float down onto a block at your highest height. Maybe your hands come to heart center. Maybe you reach forwards. Take whatever variation feels good and embrace all the little wobbles here. Embrace the challenge. Stay here. Slowly draw your left knee all the way back in, standing balancing pose. And we'll come to tree pose. You can place the foot on the inner right thigh if you'd like to, maybe the calf, maybe the ankle, as long as it's not on the knee. Energetically press the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot to create a strong trunk, to create resistance. And pivot your left knee out to the side, opening your hip. Breathe here, stay with it. And then slowly come back to center with your left knee and extend your left leg long back behind you, warrior three. And gently bend your right knee and float your left toes back down like how we started. Float your arms down to frame your front foot and draw your left knee down onto the floor. Extend your right leg long, ground down through your heel, draw your toes towards your face. Lengthen your spine and try to fold over your leg without rounding, taking a moment to notice the different sensations behind the leg here. Can you feel your hamstring? Maybe you tilt your foot right and left. Bend your front knee, come all the way back up, arms rise. Energetically pull the mat together with both of your legs. Cactus your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, open your chest, cactus the arms, squeeze shoulder blades together. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, rise. And on your exhale, frame your front foot, tuck your back toes, and step your right foot back to meet your left, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises up to the sky, and on your exhale, square your hips and draw your left knee in towards your chest. Hold here, and eventually plant your left foot right in between your hands, left knee stacking over ankle, right heel shooting back, rise all the way up. Focus your gaze, your drishti, the spot that doesn't move a few feet in front of you. Press your weight into your left foot and float your right leg up towards the sky. Warrior 3. Heel is in line with the crown, core is engaged, and try to internally rotate your right thigh to your center line. And if you lose it, just get right back into it. Stay here, breathe. And what do your arms look like? Are they extended? Are your hands at heart center? Are your hands at blocks? Go wherever you need to today. Honor where you're at. Reaching right toes towards the back wall. Gentle bend in your standing leg. And slowly draw your right knee in towards your belly. And coming to a tree pose. Right foot comes to the inside of your left thigh, or maybe your calf or your ankle. And keep actively pressing your foot into your leg and your leg into your foot. Focus on externally rotating your right thigh away from your body. And what does your tree look like? Are you a happy tree with extended branches? Are you a sad tree with arms down? Maybe your tree's blowing in the wind today, there's a windstorm, or maybe your hands are just at heart center. Active core. Stay here, a couple more breaths. And slowly pick up your right knee and draw your right leg long back behind you, warrior 3. Shoot your right leg back and ground down through your right toes, coming back to how we started. Frame your left foot with your hands and drop your right knee down. Extend your left leg long, come up under your heel, half split. Toes reaching towards the face. Try to not round your spine, straight spine, noticing different sensations behind the leg here. Maybe you explore and you point your toes over to the right side of the room and the left side of the room. Gently ground down through your left foot, bend your knee, inhale, arms rise up towards the sky. Exhale, cactus your arms, bend your elbows, squeeze shoulder blades together. Inhale, arms rise, gaze up. Exhale, open the chest, cactus. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus. Keep squeezing the mat together with both legs. Inhale, rise, and on your exhale, frame your front leg long, extend, come up under heel, half split. Bend your front knee, inhale, rise, and on your exhale, frame your front foot, tuck your back toes, press it back, downward facing dog. And slowly float down onto your knees. Separate your knees wide, big toes touch. Send your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. Eventually making our way to a tabletop pose. Draw your right knee right behind your right wrist. Inch your left knee back a few inches, untuck your toes, and flex your right foot. And fold over your shin. You can come onto your forearms or your belly or maybe blocks. And just allow yourself to release here and let go. Maybe you're shifting your weight back and forth in your right hip. Maybe you're sitting in stillness. Unclench the jaw. Relax the shoulders. Give yourself permission to let go of whatever you may be holding on to here. Ground down through the palms, press yourself back up. Bend your left knee and try to grab the top of your back foot. Bend your left elbow. Maybe your elbow is 90 degrees and try to kick your foot into your hand and also squeeze your heel towards your glute. Release. Plop down onto your right glute and pivot your left toes so that they face the sky. Right sole of your foot comes to the inside of left thigh. Inhale, arms rise. Twist your body towards your right knee. And on your exhale, bend down towards your extended leg. Left arm is on the inside of your left leg. Right bicep is in line with your ear. And try to pivot your chest open towards the sky. Open the chest. Create a little more space in your rib cage with each inhale. And maybe feel your body melt a little deeper with each exhale. If it's in your practice, create a bind on the foot. And slowly rise all the way back up. Draw your right foot to the outer left thigh. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale in, right arm rises, and on your exhale, draw your right arm behind you in line like a second spine and draw your gaze past your right shoulder. Maybe you hook your left arm onto your knee to create a little more resistance. Open your chest. Inhale. And on your exhale, can you twist a little deeper and slowly come all the way back towards center. And come back the same way we started, meeting me back in a downward facing dog. And then melting back to tabletop. Gently draw your left knee right behind your left wrist, setting up for a pigeon pose. Inch your right knee back a few inches, untuck the toes, square your hips, and then slowly melt down, maybe coming onto your forearms or blocks. Go wherever feels best today and meet yourself wherever you may be on your mat. Allow yourself to settle in, let go, and just be here right now with whatever sensations may be showing up. Ground down through the palms and slowly bend your right knee, flex your foot, and grab the top of your foot. Bend your right elbow 90 degrees and keep squeezing your heel towards your glute and kicking your foot into your hand, activating your quad, breathing into the tension. Then slowly release the bind, extend your leg, and melt your weight down onto your left hip. Pivot your right toes to face the ceiling. Left sole of your foot comes to the inside of your right thigh. Inhale, arms rise. Twist your body towards your left knee. And on your exhale, bend down towards your extended leg. Right arm comes to the inside of your right leg. Gaze is underneath your armpit. Intense side stretch. Honor wherever you may be in your side stretch today. If you'd like to add on, maybe you grab a hold of your foot and you create a bind. Maybe you stay here, just focusing on your breath, shining your heart towards the sky, lengthening your left hip point down, creating a little more space in the whole left side of your body. Rise all the way back up. And draw the left foot over to the outside of your right hip. Squeeze your left knee in towards your belly, hug your right arm around your knee, and draw your left arm behind you in line like a second spine. Gaze past your left shoulder. Maybe you even hook your right arm. Inhale in, lengthen your spine, and on your exhale, can you twist a little bit deeper? And gently unravel and draw your hands to the front of the mat and meet me back in a downward facing dog. Pedal your dog out. And then eventually meeting me back, and we'll meet on the spine. Take your time getting there. Take a moment to hug your knees in towards your chest. And extend your left leg long and hug your right knee in towards your belly. You can extend your arms out long to a T and gently fold your right leg over across your body to the left side, coming into a spinal twist. Maybe you use your left hand to press your knee down to create a little more resistance in your twist. Try to lead with your chest. And if you'd like a little less, you can draw your knees back in and draw both of your knees over to the left side. Take whatever variation feels best and envision twisting your spine out like a towel, wringing out anything no longer serving you anymore. Self-limiting beliefs, judgments, expectations, letting it all go. Coming back towards center, taking it to the other side. Take whatever variation feels best for you. Maybe you fold both of your knees over to the right side, or maybe just your left knee. Honoring wherever you're at, taking your time. Sending your breath into your belly, gazing past your left fingertips. Letting anything else go that maybe you're holding on to that you don't need anymore. Mindfully making your way back towards center, hug your knees in towards your chest, interlace your arms through your knees and grab the outside edges of your feet, coming to a happy baby. Take whatever you need here, and then release your feet down. Ground down and set up for a bridge pose. Feet are about hips distance. And bring your awareness to your pelvis. Try to scoop your pelvis in and create a little bit of a round in your spine. Slowly peel your hips all the way up towards the sky. Knees are drawing forwards, and bring your awareness to your breath. Keep squeezing glutes. Energetically pressing heels down, drawing them in, maybe lifting all 10 toes up off of your mat, and then slowly make your way down upper spine, middle spine, lower spine, and finally hips, so your spine is flush with your mat. And we'll set up for our final pose, Savasana. I encourage you to stay here as long as you can. Extend your legs long, heels in, toes knocking out. Arms draw to the sides of the body with either palms face up for receiving energy or palms face down for grounding energy. Close your eyes, soft gaze towards your nose. Relax the space between the brows. Gently part the teeth to unclench the jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Relax the shoulders down, away from the ears. Bring your awareness to your breath. Feel the soft rise of your belly with each inhale, and gentle fall with each exhale. And just begin again. Bring a fresh awareness to any sounds you may hear in the distance. any thoughts that may arise, any sensations in the body, and just simply begin again. Bring your mind back to the intention that we set at the beginning of practice, raga, the intention to question attachment. Notice if your attachments bring you sorrow or bring you joy, and try to bring this with you throughout the day, questioning all attachments that may arise. And whenever you're ready, gently bring movement back into the fingers and the toes. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Send yourself a little gratitude for showing up today, and we'll eventually meet in a seated position just to close out practice. Inhale lots of love in and draw your arms all the way up towards the sky, palms touch. Exhale lots of love out, draw hands down to heart center in Anjali Mudra. Namaste. Thank you for watching. Sending love and gratitude wherever you may be.